Hello everyone, this is Darby. I thought I would also pick up on the subject of flipped classrooms, kind of tell you a little bit about what I've been doing to flip my classroom without really having any idea what I'm doing. Also kind of the things that I'm planning on incorporating in the next school year as I learn how to use these tools a little bit better. First of all, because I'm a German teacher and I'm working with complex grammar, my age group, which is about 12 to 14-year-olds, they haven't been exposed to certain things, mechanics of grammar before. I've created grammar videos. What I've been using so far has just been PowerPoint, and I click through with a voiceover. The problem is I find those pretty flat and boring. I also have incorporated TED Talk. Now the challenge, of course, that I have is that there aren't any TED Talks in German, and I've only really found one TED Talk of somebody talking about learning German. He really does a great job of showing the challenges that he faced, but also the rewards and the emotional attachment that he has to learning the language.
For a year, I lived and studied maths in Germany, and I thought it would be a good idea to try and learn German because I'd heard it was really popular there.
Another thing I kind of tried out is using videos that were made by another woman. Her name is Anya, so she has this channel on YouTube called Learn German with Anya! Yeah, which I find to be pretty annoying. And I also feel like I don't really want to use her videos because she kind of replaces me in a way. I would really like them to be watching videos of me, and when I see them in the classroom, that connection or that familiarity that they need to feel comfortable with me is already established. I know in order to do that, though, I need to get a lot more comfortable making videos. Ooh, this is really hard. So then I want to talk to you about what I want to do. When I was student teaching, I had a mentor who routinely used a technique called total physical response, and that's where you use hand gestures, and that connection of the physical with the mental and the verbal help children to learn in a more natural way. I guess the other thing that I'm going to try to work on is creating a little bit more of like a video personality. My role model for that comes from John Green, and he and his brother Hank created this educational video program called Crash Course.
Hi, I'm John Green, and this is Crash Course.
As you can see, he makes things fun and interesting. I've been thinking about ways I could do that, and this is an idea. So I have 6th graders next year, and I think my 6th graders will like this. The last thing that I'm hoping to achieve with these videos is to find a way to not just get my students watching the videos, but also making their own. We have this special teacher at our school. She's a tech integrator, and I've been talking to her about the challenges that we're having at our school integrating technology. And she told me that she sees the primary challenge with the students only consuming media rather than producing it themselves. So I really want to find a way to, through the videos that I am making, empower my students to make their own videos. I do have a few questions as I go through this journey of learning more about flipped classrooms. I have a list here. One of them is, how can I make a video more effortlessly? I tend to be a perfectionist, so I want to learn how to just be more natural with it. At this very moment, I'm having a hard time just talking to a camera rather than a person. I'm interested in knowing too, as you can see in this video, I have interlaced other videos into it, which I really like to do so that my students get exposed to more things. But I don't know how that works in terms of media rights. Is there a certain length of a clip that I can use without infringing on copyright? What if I find great material and it includes inappropriate things for the age group that I teach?
Sprechen Sie English? Nein! Scheiße.
The last thing that I wanted to talk about in this video is the emotional response that I have had, and looking at the resources links on the side and going, oh my gosh, that's a lot. I click onto one thing and it's a blog with more links. I just feel like I could get lost in this network of tools. I realized that this overwhelming feeling is probably something that my students feel as well. But I also understood I was sitting in the privacy and the safety of my own home, being able to look through things at my own pace and click back and forth. And I realized that that exact aspect of exploration is something that I want my students to feel. I know that my students can be overwhelmed by German in the classroom, so maybe if I provide them the opportunity to watch these videos and digest them at their own pace, they'll hopefully become more comfortable with the German language and then hopefully speaking German themselves. And that's it. Those are my thoughts about flipped classrooms, and I look forward to learning more about them with you all.
I'll be the same.